hello, come in. Right, I'm very gussied up for a Monday morning, and it actually is a Monday morning where I am, because I am having a dress rehearsal just in case there might be a chance that I might be on your telly on Friday at 6 o'clock. And if that is the case, I would need to be wearing something appropriately, fabulously glittery. But my worry is that something glittery, as this Guna is, often bulks up on telly, and I don't know, sort of catches the light in it and then frizzes out like a big fleecy fur thing, and then I would look even more heavyset than I am. So anyway, let me know what you think. Should I wear it if I were to be on said couch on Friday? Well, other than that, I've feck all to tell you. I have been scribing very, very, very hard, 7 days a week, and it's been, you know, at the beginning I really missed home and everything, and now I think I'd be quite happy to stay until the book is finished, although I am convinced that that will be never, and that I will be just here in this bedroom, which is a lovely bedroom, scribing for all eternity, and that would be grand. And it's very weird being in this fabulous city and doing nothing and not taking advantage of anything. And like, the thing that I keep thinking of is the Eurostar. I mean, you know, we're quite near to St. Pancras. I could go up to St. Pancras now and get on a train and be in Ooh La La Land by mid-afternoon, their time. Like, it's only 2.25 hours. I just think that's incredible. Like, but I suppose if I lived in London, I wouldn't bother. I mean, it's like anywhere. Like, I live in Dublin and I never go to see Kelly's book, for example, or I never decide, do you know what I'll do? I'll go for a tour of the Guinness Storehouse. I will, you know. That's lovely. I live in Ireland. People come from very far away to do said thing. I'm right on the doorstep. Why don't I do it? Because people don't do those things. I haven't been to the pictures. I haven't seen Crazy Rich Asians. I haven't seen A Star Is Born. I'm sorry. Everyone says it's great. I have a set against it. I don't like, I've said this to you before, I don't like being told what to do. I don't like people saying, it's a must see. You know, the contrary part of me goes, oh, is it now? No, actually, I'm an individual. I'll make my own mind up at thanking you. Now, my hair. Hang on, he's giving me a funny look. What's wrong? Sorry about that. He was accusing my hair of rubbing against the microphone. Now, about my hair. I washed it myself. It's not bad, like, sure it's not. You know, it was a huge undertaking and it took me about 4 hours to dry it. But like, it's quite, and it's not out of control the way I thought it would be. I had written a piece for it for Saturday's paper in Ireland, and old woman rang me and she goes, I saw your picture in the paper. And I said, did you, ma'am? And you know, the part of me always waiting for the praise or the good girl Marian, you know, even though I know, like I should know, that it's never going to happen. And she goes, do you take that hair out when you go to bed? And I said, no, ma'am, it's sellotaped in. And then there's a big long pause and she goes, do you take that hair out when you wash it? And I said, no, ma'am, it's sellotaped in. And she goes, do you take that hair out when you go swimming? And I said, A, I don't go swimming. And 2, am I after telling you, it's sellotaped in. And then there was a huge big long pause as she kind of metabolized all of this information. She goes, are you stuck with it forever? And so I explained, no, that the very strong sellotape can be dissolved by certain things. Anyway, I think she might be thinking of getting it herself. You know, there was a lot of undercurrents. She was processing a lot of information. She's hilarious. You know, like, I've often said this, she has missed out on so much because there's such a longing in her for kind of fun and beauty and fashion, but she's held in by what women of her age are meant to do. It's an awful shame. Now, have I anything else to tell you? I'm not sure I do. Scribing away. Oh yeah, have you been watching Joanna Lumley on the Silk Road? Oh my God. A, she is hilarious. I had never realised she was so funny. And himself says that she's kind of traversing the globe, segregating the world into delightful and ghastly. It's lovely and extraordinary. Maybe three categories. Everything has to go into delightful, extraordinary, or ghastly. I love the way she says ghastly. It's lovely. Now, books. The Apple Tart of Hope. This is by an Irish writer called Sarah Moore Fitzgerald. Now, this is a young adult book. And I think it would be suitable. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. It's so sweet and so uplifting and lovely, and it's about love and friendship. It would be suitable for the younger teenagers or the tweenies. I'm going to give it to Redzer the Elder when I get back to Ireland, because he's 10 and a half and interested in things and feelings, and I think they would find it very comforting. It explains dynamics, amongst people. I loved it. I'm going to buy more of her books. So this is The Apple Tart of Hope, which is a lovely title also. Now, right then, you're going to hate me for this. It is the new Jane Harper book. It is called The Lost Man. I think it is. Hold on there until I check. The Lost Man. Right. I'm only telling you this, right? If you haven't read The Dry or Force of Nature, read them now, because A, they're amazing, and 2, they kind of are the build up to this book, which I think is an absolutely extraordinary book. It is far from ghastly, and it's not delightful. It's a really gritty, grim, interesting, fabulous read about family dynamics, about brothers, and about community. It's set in one of them enormous farms, in the middle bit of Australia, where the farms are the size of Ireland, sort of a thing. And I know it's about isolation, but I felt like I was there. She is such an amazingly evocative writer, and she is so great on motivations and the nuances that make up human beings. I really think this should be winning prizes. This completely transcends genre. But the other 2 books are really fabulous as well. But you need to have read them first, I think, to kind of fully experience the blossoming of talent that is this book, The Lost Man. So anyway, I am actually going out tomorrow night, Tuesday night, because it is Leanne Moriarty's launch party here in London. And I have read the book, as you know. I think it's amazing. I think she's amazing. And the funny thing is, her editor is my editor, is also Jojo Moyes' editor. And she's fabulous. I mean, she's fabulous. But when I have a launch, she does a speech. Louise is her name. She's just so great. And she tells everyone there that I am the most important author in Michael Joseph, which is the imprint. And tomorrow she'll have to do the same thing for Leanne, because Leanne is, and so is Jojo. And it will be just funny. So I'm going to text her now and say, look, I'm not going to storm out. I'm not going to dash my glass of mineral water to the floor and storm out and say, I'm moving publishing house. So it should be fun. There should be lots of people there, and I won't throw a tantrum. But it is sort of gas, But I suppose, isn't it great that I don't be jealous anymore? Because jealousy is an awful feeling. And now I think Leanne is lovely, Jojo is lovely. They're all lovely. And I am in my lane, doing my stuff, and just because other people are great and loved doesn't mean that there's less for me. It's not a zero-sum game, Mara Jerfa. There's me wisdom. So hopefully I will be broadcasting to you on Friday, and have a lovely week. Is anything happening this week? Are we watching telly or anything? Well, apart from Strictly, of course, and Zoe every day, which is so wonderful. And I'll post photographs of me and Leanne and maybe Jojo with Louise, who would be mortified. I'll post that tomorrow night. You are lovely to me. Adios. Obrigada. Ciao ciao. Goodbye. Farewell. Good Noel. Hang on, is it God Noel?
Good Yule.
Good Yule. Good Yule. That's Happy Christmas in Swedish.